So, how's your day going?
Fine, fine, awesome.
So, what's the plan for today?
Yes, I have some questions that I want to ask.
Go ahead.
So, yeah.
Go ahead.
So
What's the
my
question?
first question is because of this trend in these days, is it right for a lady to move in with a man while they're still dating? Like start living in the man's house, feeding, washing, cooking, doing so many things when they're not yet married. Don't you think that's is somehow?
Let's say you sell a car and somebody come into your car and take your car and start driving up and down, and he hasn't paid for the car. What do you think happened? You just gave a free car to somebody. So if the car breaks down, they just bring it back to you and dump it and never pay full price for the car. It's like renting a house to somebody, and at the end of the day, you didn't take the rent, they didn't sign a lease agreement, and you just say, hey, sit down there. I mean, stay there and I'll be okay. Technically, what you just done is this is a free house. It's good to go there once in a while. Maybe you want a weekend,
Hmm.
maybe a weekend or 2 weekends in a month, just to
Yeah.
see how it is, to see how compatible you are. But it's
Mm.
not something that you should go and do and take all your clothes and start being a wife when you're not certified wife. You understand? The only best way to
Yeah.
influence him to pay the best price and to also to do the wedding is making him to pay. You understand? He has to pay, and you can't eat the food without paying. You understand? Even in some restaurants,
Yes,
when you
it's
go,
like free to air browsing.
now
No
you're talking.
cost.
So it's not the best thing. You understand? You don't even have to wash the clothes or take care of it that much because going there on a weekend, technically you're showing it. This is what I'm capable of doing. You understand? It's like you go to a suya man and he give you all the suya and you eat, you haven't pay. He can give you a test so that you can taste it and see how delicious the suya is. But that doesn't mean that he's going to give you 100, 200 naira worth of a suya and say chop. And at the end of the day, he'll be asking if you're going to buy the rest. No, it's not done like that. So technically, what you have to do is if a man really likes you, he wouldn't waste time on you. He's just going to go straight because he sees that there are other potentials, there are other potential candidates that might get you before time. So the man knows how to run to get you, they want to get you. But if you make them understand that you are not going anywhere, it's just for the guys alone, for that same guy, they'll take advantage of not being responsible. And while they're with you, they're also going to be shopping around. Does that answer the question?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, I have another question. I have close to
Go
like
ahead.
two other questions to ask. What makes a man and a woman misbehave in a relationship?
What do you mean by misbehave?
Like after okay, probably when they are still dating, like
Okay.
a man knows that I don't want this lady, but he just go in just to secure her, something like that, only for him to start misbehaving after going the extra mile to get her. So what is the cause of that? I don't really
Okay.
know. I don't get it.
First thing you must really understand how men think, right?
Mm.
Men are usually like lions or like eagle. So technically, they go for the prey. They do everything possible. They are very precise. They're very dedicated. They're very passionate, and they know what they're about to get. So they're going to go above and beyond to make sure they get these things. But the moment they get those things, and after they've conquered, devour those things, and those things are lifeless, they are not in a very hurry to finish the food. They take their time. So the same thing happens to men. The moment a man sees that he has gotten you, you understand, there's no reason, he doesn't feel the urgency or the need to continue to try to, I mean, get you, I mean, try to find a way to catch you the same way he was doing before. Except you put him on his toes and try to make him understand that, hey, you're still hot cake, hot girl out there, and many guys are still looking for you. Which means some of the things you need to do is You have to always dress nice the same way he sees you the first time. Two, you must always smell nice. You must always look nice. You must always, those things are fascinating. And that's one of the things you need to ask a man when they come to you first time and you're about to agree. Ask them, what's the main thing or the three things that makes you want me in the first place? So usually they're going to tell you your intellectual, your beauty, you understand, the way you talk. Those are the things, then the way you dress. Put those these 3 to 4 things in mind. They are necessary. When you start seeing that the man is becoming complacent, hide those things. You understand? And become a little bit expensive, hard to get again. You see that he will sit up. It's normal for a man to feel complacent. You understand? Especially when they've gotten you. But you can always make them active and activate them all the time, anytime you want them. Do you understand? Any other question?
Yes, so but there's okay, my last question is okay, because there's this thing that just played around about a friend of mine, I'm wondering why would a man and a woman get married only to start shitting like both of them? The man is doing his own, the woman she's doing her own. So what's the essence of getting married? Is it that they don't understand the sanctity of marriage or what? I don't know. I don't really get it.
Uh, the first thing you need to understand is the marriage we have today or these days is a marriage of convenience. And most of the women are just interested in the wedding. They're not prepared for the marriage. And that's why everything is the way it is. And most of the men, they are never ready. One, they get married to a woman that tolerates them. So usually they marry a woman that they do not necessarily love or they did not necessarily feel that is the kind of woman they want. But they marry this woman because she was there. They felt that this is the woman that's going to stay with them to help them out when they need them because the woman is always there. And the woman's also coming and say, okay, I'm looking for a man that's going to help me financially, support me financially or in other areas. They're not looking for a man that's, should in case he doesn't have the money, should in case things doesn't go well, I will still stick with this man. You understand? That's why I always recommend when you want to get married to a young lady, get married to a young man. They have little experiences. They go into weddings with the premonitions of being together for what's no matter what the situation is. When you start getting married to somebody who has experienced what divorce is, because majority of the girls from the age of 25 upward to 27 upward, they already understand what it means to divorce. When they said divorce technically, practicing divorce is a technical way of breaking up. You understand? So majority of these people understand how to break up from a relationship. So even if they get into the wedding, they know how to break up because they know heartbreaks. They know what not to do. They know when to start shopping around. But a girl that has never experienced breakup, maybe just one breakup in high school and straight to wedding, they're always afraid. What is my dad going to say? What's everybody's going to say? No, I don't want to break up. I still want to stay, even if I don't. You understand? They can work things out. They're willing to be very patient to get things resolved. The man is also does not want a situation whereby he just jump because he's afraid of something. You understand? But people who have experienced breakup of different magnitudes, you understand, their heart has been shattered on different occasions and they mend it up. They're not looking for relationship. They're not looking for love. What they're looking for is who is the helper. They're looking for a helper. The man is looking for a helper. The woman is looking for the helper. One is looking for financial helper. One is looking for support helper. So at the end of the day, you know what the helper does? They help you. And when they are tired of helping you, what do? They open the door, they're gone. You understand? So when two people that got married comes like that and they all started cheating, usually the guy started first, usually, most of the time. But that doesn't mean all the time. And the woman feels that, you know what you can do, a woman can do better. You understand? So tick for tat. You cheat, I cheat. God knows best. And when you continue like that, you create a scenarios whereby things cannot be amended. We
Mm,
always want a situations whereby you can talk things out.
mm,
When it comes to relationship, you don't want to be doing tit for tat. You cheat, I cheat. You should find a way to get things resolved. Make the man understand. And that's why I recommend it. When you want to marry a man that's afraid of the law. Marry a man that's afraid of God. Marry a man that's afraid of the consequences of his actions. Somebody who is afraid or who understands that there's karma. Those people are very careful in hurting people or trying to cause pain. But if you marry a man that doesn't care, the same thing applies to the woman. A woman that doesn't care, that just care about the money, doesn't care how she gets the money. She just wants the money for the makeup, for the Brazilian hair, for the beauty, for everything. Just as the man wants the money for the nice car, for the nice house, wants to express, like to want to show to somebody that, hey, you know what, I just arrived. You don't want a man like that. Marry a man that's family oriented. Marry a woman that's family oriented. And once you can get that done, then I think you'll be fine. Does that answer your question?
yes, 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 you did. Thanks, thanks.
Yeah.
I appreciate
Any
it.
other questions?
No, for now, no, I don't have any other question.
Thanks for coming, Jesse. It's nice being with you.
No
I hope
problem.
we continue to have this kind of discussions again.
No
Take good
problem.
care and have a great day.